Make your unfollow me on IG. Motherfucker, unfollow that. No clue. But I still think about your nightly. I think about what it might be like if we link up. I know you have someone. I know, but I still wanna keep it in and keep it a secret. I know you have somebody, but I still wanna link up and keep it in touch. Let it take place. Come let it take place. Let me take a piece of the thing that let me make a face with it. Let it take place. Say, okay, I want you to think about it. Think about it, girl. I want you to think about it.
I'm thinking.
Think about it, girl. When you're whining on the over, I don't push back on the thing, no, girl. I want you to think about it. But there's no one other than you at all. There is no one could ever call you a fraud. Because you're better than them. You are the best overall. You're better than them. You are the best by far. You catch me flirting with a next gal, baby, me sorry. Yeah.
Yes. Good evening, good night, good morning to everyone. Happy Republic Day to Trinidad and Tobago. Just and you have the link so you know you can jump inside. I know it's Friday and it may be Lyman or something somewhere. Yeah. So yeah, it's Republic Day, so we wishing Trinidad and Tobago a happy Republic Day. We hope everyone being safe. You'll please ease up on the private jets because we ain't want no lockdown. We know we getting a little blind just now. Hi, Kisha. Yes, people. So the topic today is love at first sight. Hi, cuz. So it's love at first sight. So we have Raquel on the inside, looking like she's
Hi, good
getting
evening.
a love at first sight. How are you looking hot so?
I am out right now.
Okay. Nice. So like Raquel picking up on somebody on the outside there, saying love at first sight. She well prepared. So if anybody come as Hannah, yeah.
And check the red lipstick too. And red is
Yes, I
actually
see
the
it.
Yes.
Yeah, the seductive color. Yes.
Big up
You know
you, big
when
up
ladies
you.
wear the red with a step out on
There's
her
attract the
red
man.
stilettos and the red lipstick. You know what is will take place. And
I know what
probably
is take place to the people. I don't know what is take place. Look at stranger. Look at stranger on my left here. Look at Raquel. What is he saying?
Hi, I'm good.
You in trouble.
Trying to
You
enjoy
in
my
trouble.
Republic Day.
You're hiding. Yeah. So the topic is
No,
love at
right
first
here.
sight. Chica,
yes.
Raquel, Abby from England, and the crazy kid on the top line here, Riri. Who going to start this bacana? Raquel,
Should
long
be
time I see you.
should,
So Raquel, do you believe in love at first sight? Raquel is
Yes,
the
I
new kid
do.
on the block. So you're gonna give us a
Yes, I
little
do believe in love at first sight.
right. Give us a little history on your love at first sight.
My love at first sight, I will say, was the first moment I saw my son. I don't think that I have had love at first sight with a man, to be honest.
hmm.
So I would
All
say
right,
it
all
was
right.
my son.
Right. So that's your realness there. Yes.
Yes.
I've heard mothers said that before. Their love at first sight was either their son or their daughter, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it brings something really different to the table tonight. Yeah, for sure. I don't think anybody was thinking about that. Yeah. We weren't thinking about that. But have you ever seen a man and he had just started, he had skip a little beat. He start
Yes,
to,
I did, but
It wasn't love.
It was just me thinking that, oh my God, wow. Yeah, you're looking good.
And
It
that was
wasn't, I
it.
wouldn't say it was love at first sight.
All right. It's just that the man was looking good.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. All right. Well, today on Facebook, I saw people say if it is in middle section, don't flutter. When it's the guy, that's not your guy. Right? If the midsection, don't do a flutter. And we talking real low midsection. Yes, if it don't skip a beat, if that heartbeat ain't working, the other heart, they say that's not the one. Yeah, I saw that today. I think pretty interesting. So, ladies, let us know if you think that's true. So, everybody who's coming on now, drop in the comment section if you believe in love at first sight, and let us know if you found love at first sight with anyone. Doesn't matter who.
Ah, boy, Happy Republic. Oh, yeah, this love at first. I lost at first sight. So, Abby,
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. Start with the
I feel it's
horseplay,
lost at
Lion.
first sight, boy.
No,
I
not
feel it's
lust.
lost.
It wasn't
So,
lust.
Abby, tell us, have you ever lost it at first sight? And then you'll go to Riri. So we go in that order. I want Paul in that order. So Abby, then Riri, and then well Chica. Yeah.
And then you.
And then born again.
Yes, Abby. So, did you ever have, love at first sight?
Yes, in my teenage days,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I I started playing pan. I was going to let me see, I was going around with junior sec at the time. I think I was in form one, form
Uh-huh.
two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know, I used to live around Arima side at that time.
Right.
And yeah, and yeah, I mean, when you're at that age, you don't know what to do, what to say. The butterflies was there, you're stupid. You laugh stupidly. Giggle at
Mm-hmm.
every little thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I was that kind one point.
So tell us about the guy now. You just say had love at first sight. We get all story with Pan and all kind of where he was living and all of that. So tell us about the guy.
Oh, guy, guy probably watching. The guy,
Mm-hmm.
he have it and he still have it.
Uh-huh.
I still drool when I see him sometimes.
Uh-huh.
It's really deep. It's really deep, but because moving
So
and stuff.
is he taken or he's available?
Uh, it's a bit complicated at the point in time where, yeah, I think he's taken.
He's
So,
taken. Because I'm not going to tell everyone, you can try something. It could never be too late, right? Could never be too late.
true. But it have, with my principles and stuff, you ain't gonna cross that line.
Okay.
But probably, I mean, due to the canal mind, think lines could
Mm-hmm.
cross.
Right.
But yeah,
That's why I asked if it is he's, available or if he's taken. Because then if he's available, you can try. Could never tell. Good evening, Camille. Yes, you could never tell what could work out. He had a love at first sight. I don't know if he had a love too, and because they move, as I said, distance and all of that. Could never tell.
well,
Yeah?
Yeah,
yeah.
Riri. Touch base with the people there, Riri. Let me hear what
Yeah.
Riri had to say about this love at first sight.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So to be quite honest, mm, good afternoon once again. I sent this stomach now, Lord Father. Anyhow,
Hmm.
to me, honestly, love at first sight is a personal feeling, is a personal experience. And honest, to be quite honest, I did once had a love at first sight. I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
really actually express or actually say the person or actually say which part, but I did go into a certain area in Trinidad, and actually I was on my way either to that area to do something or to go meet someone, and I bumped up
Mm-hmm.
this person, and there I
Mm-hmm.
was so flattered. My jaw actually dropped. I was like this, and I was like, I feeling like if I didn't have to wipe my mouth, if I needed a wipes, if to just turn around, if I could have just, and to know there's a Whitney Houston run to you, I didn't know if to run to him. I didn't even know what to do. I felt like I was feeling crazy that day, right? But I do actually believe that love at first sight, it is real, it is out there. It is a common trap, I should say.
Oh, a trap. All right. So Diana is saying, what about
Yes,
love at first sight? She had a love at first sight, but it didn't last long. By after a long time, you finally see it after 9 years. So it seems that Diana felt that she had that love at first sight, but it only lasted 9 years. 9 years is still 9 is still a good number. Still a good number.
So chick,
Hi,
so chicks, what
Candy.
about you?
Yeah, Chick.
So
Well,
chicks,
well,
what
well.
about you?
Yes, I did. I did. I do not know if it's say love at if it's love at first sight, but definitely a very strong connection. It's like a pull, you know, that after it is a maybe person is like they on your mind all the time and they don't even know why. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's so true.
Like a really, really,
It's
really
like you
deep,
can't get them
deep,
off your mind.
hmm
Hmm.
deep connection. Very strong,
So between
very
you,
almost felt like supernatural, like what's happening here? Yeah.
Have you
so
ever
chicks,
stopped
so
feeling that
between
way?
you and Abby, and then the
Oh,
viewers out there, right? Do you all ever sit
Uh-huh.
down as a woman and actually, you have a love at first sight, right? But you just sometimes sit where I might be at your job site, your home, you're occupied, you're doing your hobby, or you're doing something, and you just think about this person, I just lost away for at least 15 minutes straight.
How we checking
Well,
me
the
the
ladies very
time? But
deep,
wait
boy.
first.
Well, the ladies going to some places there. Big up Sonali Bartholomew on the line. Big up Candy Barbara on the line. Place in the comment section. Do you believe in love at first sight? So we did touch one of the gurus, one of our gurus at Facebook or YouTube, who would like to delve deep into such things. So we're going to take a look at what this guru have to say. And then when we come back, Abby and Chika and Riri will tell us what they think about what the guru is saying at this present junction. So take it in, man.
It means you're in a hurry. It means you're in a big rush. Well, you must understand this. There are many aspects to this, but these terminologies come from another time. Love as first sight is what you're talking about, right? Am I right? Love at first sight was happening very commonly at one time when the opposite genders would not have seen each other on a daily basis. You only got to see the girl when she was… this is the English scene I'm talking about, when the girl got into the carriage with her parents and you just looking and she just looked at you like this, boom! Thunderbolt. Now she's walking with you, talking with you, studying with you. Now it'll take time. And it's good it takes time. More time it takes, the better it is. So these kind of terminologies come from another time when there was no exposure between genders. The first girl you saw, boom! So, you may be drawn to a certain person, that is a different thing. But these things are essentially lack of exposure. If you have sufficient exposure, you will see, you will look at somebody carefully And you don't go boom like that. You'll take your time and it's good. It's good that you take your time to form proper, strong relationships that'll last. And see, you make a relationship in life because somewhere you think two is better than one, isn't it? Two may be better than one for you, but you may be a nuisance in the relationship. Yes. So, before you form any relationship of some gravity in your life, first thing is, just look at this one. Is this one good enough for everything in the world? Because youth is a time when you must build this one. Don't be in a rush to live. Don't be in a rush to live when you have to grow. In Tamil Nadu, in southern India, there is a certain wisdom among the farmers, mango farmers especially. If you plant a mango sapling, within 12-14 months when the season comes, it'll flower. But you will see farmer will go judiciously plucking off all the flowers, because if you allow it to fruit, it will come out with one or two fruits in the very first season. But if you do that, that particular tree will never grow to full size. So first 3 years, all flowers are taken off. Only when the tree has become strong enough, you allow it to come out with a fruit. So there is a time to grow and there is a time to live. Too early if you try to live, then you will see growth will not happen, because growth happens at a certain time very easily. Later on, not that it cannot happen, it'll become more difficult because life will engage you in many different ways. So when you're young, when you're studying, this is the time to grow on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, energy-wise. You must maximize yourself. Then you try to live. If you try to live too early, you will not become of much substance. If you're not of much substance, the person that you hold relationships with, if they grow well, they will look at you and wonder, why did I get trapped with this one? Yes.
Hmm. So, we'll let Rihanna start off.
Ha!
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Rihanna. What is thought about…
Hmm. Hmm. You put me on the spotlight, David. Oh, I had to scratch my head. Anyhow, so that was a very interesting I don't even know what to say. Abby, help me now.
Abby will have her own point of view,
That was
but
really
we
interesting
want
though.
you to go first.
Yes, you go first.
So I being quite honest, some
Mm-hmm.
as he said that studying sometimes some guys get more attracted faster, love at first sight than a woman getting attracted by a guy, right? And then he was saying something about two better than one. But I don't actually believe that part though. But anyhow, I think that love at first sight is more the attraction of the person. And Abby, I need help.
Me, I know I just get that boom. I ain't care what he said about that part. I just got a boom one time. And that boom still booming, to be honest. So
Oh
I, I, I
gosh.
do I do agree about the taking the time and get to know one, blah blah. I could understand that,
Yeah.
but to
Yeah.
me, when I see that person and that boom, the butterflies and you can't talk every time you're grinning, I believe in that.
Right,
I don't do it
right.
again anymore though, but yeah.
Yeah, because it's enough time for the time done pass for the amount of grinning and you're not sure what to say. You're more
Yeah.
mature when you're younger, you don't know what to say. And what he said is really true, because when it is in not exposed, or when it's not accustomed seeing a quality man or
Ah,
a quality woman. So when he
yes.
talk about they seeing something for the first time, that's why it is
Yeah.
getting boom. So they seeing it for the first, it's like, what is this?
Comment section.
Um, Sonali saying love grows, and I agree with the guru. Love at first sight was when the sexes
Yeah. When the sex
have
have
been
been.
segregated. Yeah.
Yes. So, well, you know what I like about this thing, you know me. You know, when I get this kind of information, I like to expound upon it. What was
Mm-hmm.
nice to me is when he made the reference to the mango tree. It's time when I get hot. Because
Yes,
the Planters
yes.
Association, all the planters, pick up yourself, homegrown. Yeah, very, very interesting. And when you plant a mango tree, it has flowers within 10, 11 months. And what we just do is we just break the flowers. Because if we allow the mango tree to bear too soon, it stunts the growth of the tree. And that is what is the takeaway from the vibration is that when you rush in just solely on emotion, you stunt the growth of yourself and the other person. Because what he said is that think about your rushing in. You get in and you start to grow. You're rushing out of emotion, you get in and you get married. And you start to grow in the marriage and the counterpart stays one level. Then you would turn and ask, why really get myself involved here? You understand what I said? That has
Under the
happened to
trap.
everybody. If that has happened to everybody at some level. Because Abby might have a dream, a goal, and a vision. She feel the boom. She run in, right? She run in. The gentleman say, oh God, boy, Abby sweet. He ever nobody else get she. So he go on and he buy the ring, he kneel down. And Abby come back and tell Jason and Bertie back, hey, man, the one,
Yeah, right. There you go.
right? And Chica buy the ticket. And everybody run across, come, we have to come and ham lamb and jam up the place. Somebody think about our wedding. Somebody the dream our wedding at some point. Right. So, right? Think about it. And then Abby, I want to do a degree in this. I want to start a little business alongside this. Abby start to grow. But the gentleman, he don't want to grow with her. Then at a point in time, Abby gonna say, but should I take my time and see about my growth? And then if I grow and he grow, then maybe it could be the right time to let it bloom. That is with the mango tree. We have to pick off them flowers. We can't let it bloom before time. Because if it bloom before time, the tree wouldn't grow to its fullest potential. And then when it's time to bloom, you wouldn't get the fruits of the growth. Yeah, I got it out. Love it
Mm.
else.
There's Pastor Coffee
Mm.
giving his was
You know what?
yes.
Funny he said that because
Hallelujah. Praise the
um
Lord.
I didn't, I should say we didn't express our emotion, you know. It was just it was just like one level. Friend, yes. He know I like him. I know he liked me. And it remained at one level. It took a
Mm-hmm.
while for we to even get to a step, you know? And because it
Right.
took so long for us to kind of climb the ladder, the the boom is still there, at least for me. Up to this day, the boom is still there. And I think because we haven't acted on our emotions due to because we was young and we was shy
Mm-hmm.
and them kind of stuff, the feeling is
Right.
definitely still there. And because we haven't acted on it, it's like, oh, I hate him. He was my boyfriend at one point. And hey, Verena. So I agree where Lion say that you need time to grow and whatever and whatever. So yeah,
Yeah.
I understand
So,
that.
chicks, I have a question, right?
We have Verena in the house, right? So before you have the question to me, right? Verena, do you believe in love at first sight?
Yes, man.
No,
Yes, yes. That's
Why,
how it's
why and
gonna be.
Jordan any background they're bowling no?
I said,
Said no.
I
He
hear
said
you
no.
say no kind of thing in the background. What's that?
nah, I was just playing Yoshi meat, man. Like,
Yes. I
That's why he
remember she
said
told
no
us
too.
about that. When she was turned on last week, she was telling us how she was turned on when she saw you. Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
flip and
Verena.
switch.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. So you believe in love at first sight. So that you both of you all felt, that connection, that pull, the hearts connecting. What was it feeling like?
I feel like watching too much Lifetime movies.
I just asking, what if
it was
Verena said she believe in love at first sight. So, I mean,
well, well, well. I guess for me, if I don't know. I don't know. The term love itself come it so the term love itself is just
It's be used
it,
loosely,
it's
but
a
it's
so
strong word. It is a
yeah,
very powerful, love is a very powerful word. People use it, freely
so
and don't
so
understand what love
so
means. So,
I don't think you could fall. You can't fall in love with somebody from the first time you see them. What I think could happen is that you could see somebody and become deeply infatuated. You know,
mm-hmm,
just like oh God, I hope this doesn't sound bad. You ever hear when so so you're like well you have a nice personality. 'Cause
mm-hmm,
no, right? I have and women who like to lie and say I don't go for looks, I go for personality. Nonsense. Here's why. I have never once went into well, I don't like partying, but whenever I did the loose the limited times I went, if I see a woman, a bamsi to go and wine on or something, I not gonna look at the person and say,
mm-hmm.
oh, she look like she has a wonderful personality. I will go and wine on her. No, you look at
Right.
somebody who attractive. We are all highly superficial. It's like to pretend that we're not, right? So you'll see somebody and you find to be attractive. Something about somebody might just just pique your interest on it. It tick all the right boxes in all the right places. Oh, I was wanting somebody tall. I was wanting somebody red. I know who would say that, but um, you look at somebody and you say, hey, I could see myself for that person. Remember, we are deeply sexual, or all of our all of our motives are sex driven. When you think about it, especially from a relationship standpoint, it is, and
Mm-hmm.
that is genetic. We can't stop that. So yes, when I saw her the first time, I said, "Who's this nice slim Douglas?" Like, oh, and she hears us flat up and thing, and she's what is wrong. And then as she said, she was thinking the same as me, and I guess it was just the timing was so perfect.
Right, right. And you're together like how long now? 12, 13 years?
Nah, nah, whoa, buddy, 10,
10?
10
All
years.
right.
a whole
Okay,
decade.
10. Right, right.
That's good.
And you'll have no regrets. So that's good.
That's awesome.
Well,
Jordan, why your
well,
eyes? Why?
no, because to say that would be a lie and that's a fairy tale. There
Yeah.
are things
Okay.
that you wouldn't like. There are things that you wish that could have been done differently. However, if they
Mm-hmm.
were done differently, we wouldn't have it in this situation here. Because everything that happened make the relationship stronger. So
Right.
I okay with it. Because I hear now, right?
Okay.
I hear
Right.
now. Anybody who
Okay.
say there are no regrets, they lie. Watching too much of the element.
I
Yeah,
believe
that's
in
what I was
in the
saying. We don't
Bible.
believe in this fairy tale thing. Big up
No,
Maria.
it
Big
it
up
it
Maria
it
on the
Hi,
inside.
Maria.
it must have something that you would say, hey, I do like this. This should have been different. This should have been done. Something.
No, but
Yeah,
sometimes
regrets
No, but
is
I
a
believe
part
in
of
love at
life.
first sight sometimes, right? Because you
Yeah.
could, in fact, if the stars could just align, Sherlock, at
Mm-hmm.
that right point in time, that you see somebody and it's like, ooh,
I go in
you
and
know,
anytime I buy
are
papers,
interested or I like him, you know. But
No, well, you know, as Basolia say, you know what drives us, right? You know
yeah,
what drives us. You know what drives us. We want to procreate, right? That is what
yeah,
driving all of this thing. So love is not just a word. Everybody
mm-hmm.
has their own
It's just practice.
interpretation of the word. So love is a word. Is what you
Mm-hmm.
interpret love as. You might ask the same question. So people in the comment section, what is your interpretation of the word love? So we will leave it to the panel and the people in the comment section. Chica, your interpretation.
We are here real fairy tale interpretation here.
No. I wasn't going to think about, no. For me, I just wouldn't go about saying that I love somebody or I love this one or that one, right? Because just as I don't
Mm-hmm.
believe in calling everybody my friend, I don't believe in
Exactly.
saying I love everybody, right?
you in love
Because
now?
what's up?
You in love now?
If I love now, anyway, so for me, it has different, it has different. Well, with the
Abby,
textbook version, it have different types of love, right? So we
Abby,
know it
you
have the
hear
love which
this?
is more sexual. It have the love where it says unconditional, the love you got for your family or whoever,
Yeah,
right? But
the Greeks coined those terms. Yeah, like eros
yes,
and whatnot. Mm-hmm.
yes, so we had the different types of love, and I believe in the different. I will say that I believe in the different types of love in terms of the definition and how it may actually be either attracted, the care that it may have some for someone. Then, so for me, in the terms of love, is about caring and you're willing to go the extra mile for somebody. If it is you have that relation, you grow with them and you have a strong relationship with them, you will go the extra mile. That is just me, right? Yes, you might have there are things they wouldn't like, but you will get past it, agree to disagree, find some level ground, and that is what love will mean to me. Like if you're in a relationship, then yeah.
You know how when people say love at first sight, right? I For
Mhm.
me, my interpretation of that is, you see somebody and you like them,
Uh
right? They
huh.
pique the interest, as Jordan say, and then
Yeah.
it resulted in something good or something positive after, right? So all you
Right.
continue loving each other, continue being in a relationship. So now you will
Mhm.
want to call that love at first sight because when you saw the person at first, you was interested and it worked out,
Yeah.
right? It worked out
Well,
and it
maybe.
you know.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily that you love the person the first time you see them, but it's
Yeah.
just that the interest,
Attracted
the
is
attraction it went
attraction
on.
or lust.
Yeah.
What it really
Like
was is lust. Lust
Lost
at
at
first
first
sight.
sight.
like like the
Yeah,
like the guy who wanted to meet Rihanna. You give the man the
Yeah.
chance to love
It
at first sight.
exactly. He love at
Yes,
first
so
sight.
it
Let,
was
let him prove
it
it.
was
What?
more lust at first sight. Hey Rihanna, we don't forget on the live and thing, eh? Just remember that.
You should
We
have
Man
don't
say,
forget.
watched.
man say, I have to
I
Let
meet.
me
did,
Yes,
reread.
I did,
yes.
I did, I did told him in the live, and I'm saying it again. I'm not interested, thanks.
So he could love at first sight. So that rejection at first sight then.
Oh my goodness, baby, you're too much.
Oh
Exactly.
gosh.
And that's not how I want to go around my love at first sight, right? So I good. Thanks
Hmm.
for the offer, the guy. I can't even remember his name, but
But at
thanks.
least he saw you
And
Rihanna,
yes,
you
Jordan,
lie.
thanks for the reminding.
Let me
No, for
remind
Yeah,
you who
real.
the
anytime.
guy was,
Anytime.
right?
You remind me.
So
Rihanna. So
Trevor
tell the
G.
man what is your
Hello,
definition
that
of
is
love
not
for
the topic.
Walia,
That is
Walia,
not the
Walia,
topic, right?
Walia.
The topic this
So
afternoon,
Ah,
the topic this
Yeah, but we
afternoon
can't
is
answer
love
that
at first sight, right?
well, the
because she
man,
got
the
a
man
chance and
say
she in
he
love
have
now.
to meet you, so that is a sight. He love at first sight. He need to be in your presence.
No. I
Abby,
don't want. No, I don't.
Abby,
I don't want to meet
tell
him.
us
Sorry.
what is your interpretation of the word love? Your interpretation, Abby.
Oh boy, because it's a strong word and there's a lot of interpretation, you know. But I don't think I could, explain it.
I be playing around here. I be playing
No, I'm,
around.
I'm trying to find.
it has some things Abby just get lost for words.
Right, I'm lost for words. Yes, I don't know how to put it where guys could understand, or how could I?
Put it in whatever words come to your mind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not this bull crap about love, understanding, and caring, and blah blah. No, I don't think it have nothing to do with that. I think it's something more deeper. But because it's deeper than that, words cannot explain. You,
All
you
right.
kind of catch my drift.
Yes, I catch your
Oh,
drift.
yeah, getting where you come from.
Yeah.
Again, where you come from.
I growing up, experiencing these different types of love. It kind of put me in a different mindset where love is concerned. I have to
Mm-hmm.
step and tread very carefully of using that word. If someone said, "Girl, I really love you," it's like, uh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like,
just
like,
as I said, when they use the word friend that way, some people use that word love so loosely,
yeah,
well,
like real loose.
carelessly. I would say
Yeah,
carelessly. Yeah.
all of that too. So when some girls, fellas sweet talk them and say, baby, I really love you. I will do anything for you, girl. And then boom shot, all he do is, well, something that it
Well,
wasn't love.
it's baby.
they don't use
They
love
just leave
here.
out words. They just leave out words. Baby, I really love your ass. If I could only grab it tonight, I will do anything to get it. But
Oh,
we
oh,
stupid. We just hear the you and we don't hear between the lines.
Hmm.
we don't
And then
use
And
what
love
about
ladies
when
here.
he
have
tell you,
and let's not forget to have ladies do the same thing, it
Yeah,
goes the
ladies
other
do
way
the same
around as
thing.
well, eh? They will tell the
Hmm.
man all kind of it's real nice talk. And then the man in shambles
when they
after.
kiss, man?
I would say ladies
Yeah.
real dangerous
Yes, they are.
when it comes to that, because
Mm-hmm.
some
Mm-hmm.
ladies real string along men for a long time.
Yep. It's like a
Only
Yeah,
in the end, and
puppet on a
really you was
string.
never interested or you had never loved the person.
exactly.
Yes, and that
Yeah.
is
We
So I
very
need to
mean, men
stop
do
dangerous.
it
that.
too, but I
You
find
had
it's more prevalent in the female section.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you had
The
the
women
peace
who
to
do the
my
most
right.
of the stringing along. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My mom friend, um, my mom's friend, her son committed suicide just because of that
Oh,
same thing.
oh
When this
my.
woman
Hmm.
have him stringing along, and when he caught her in the act, he didn't know how to deal with it.
How to deal with
Hmm.
It's like,
I
Yeah.
know
Hmm.
someone like that as well.
Interpretation of
Hmm.
this word only. So love
go
at
ahead,
first sight,
Lion.
happy republic, big up Maria on the life, man.
Lion, let
Big
us
up,
hear your side.
my
Don't try to,
interpretation. Um,
yeah.
what we have always misunderstood about these words that were given to us by these people is that we miss the energetic reality. So when I hear the word love, I would go to something other than a man to woman relationship. I would go to the love you have for your children and the love you have for your parents and maybe your siblings and so forth. Because here's the thing. You know me, I always like to take a job. So I'm going to give some job. Right? It's only a woman on the life. Right? So what I have seen in this millennium, you know, is that women and children are loved unconditionally. So that's why when I want to talk about love, I would go to the love you have for your children. Why? If your daughter or your son mess up the house, you come home, you will bump your gum, and it wouldn't change. The love for your son and your daughter wouldn't change. I had to use that so we could understand my perspective. Right? Women are loved without condition. Children are loved without condition. So this is the basis of love in my book. Because anytime there is a condition, it is not love.
True.
So when we're talking
Yes.
about the word love,
You'll hear the
something like a
preacher
preaching
there.
tonight. If we're
Yes, they
talking about
preaching
the word
tonight.
love, right?
Yeah, you did.
If we're talking about the
Hallelujah.
word love,
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
right? In my view, now men get the bad rap in love. That is why I would not cause the
Preach it,
trouble.
brother. Preach it.
I'm going to cause the trouble. The reason being, I would say men and women are loved unconditionally, but men are loved on the condition that we provide something.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time.
Most, all of the time, Maria. I'm going to be real as we've already talked like. Men. So whether you are married in a serious relationship, you're taking a wine by the side, is the side man, wherever you will roll in this world, you, man, are only loved under the condition that you provide something. Women and children are loved unconditionally.
Okay, Mr. Lion. But what you gonna how you
Don't
gonna
go on,
say
you
like
see?
you see how we go so what about it what about when you're teenage, you're young, you're stupid and you have that kind of infatuation as you like to say. What about that? How you gonna explain that?
But
You see this
Well, the thing, yeah, so I mean, we have our definition of love, and that is why I think, okay, so like how Raquel said, her love at first sight was when her son,
Son.
she didn't have that love at first sight for a man or a woman or whatever. It was really her son, so it's a child, right? That, the person that she gave birth to. So, yes,
that's different.
people. Yeah, no. So that's what Lion was explaining. What is our how do we interpret the word love? And as you said, the love is so deep, it goes beyond caring. And when we talk about that unconditional love, no conditions, it's not that the person you're getting anything in return, you're able to love
Tell on you,
without that
you have come
condition.
back to this. And it's come heavy. You know how it's
Yes,
come heavy.
so no
You see,
condition. You don't need the man
you
to give you
see,
money.
that
He
is
don't
our
need to,
problem. The
yeah,
root word
yeah.
love. It
But
is the
why?
word love.
Why is
The
it? And
word love.
this is a real issue that children
Mhm.
is there, that
Yeah,
men
it
are
is the
loved
truth.
under
It is not
condition.
an issue. It is the full truth. You see, because like this, if me and Verena in a relationship and I do something out of the condition that she's been with me for, she will leave. You can't leave your son. If your daughter come and mash up the whole house, think about this. The house burning down because the child play with matches. You care more about the child than that house,
Mm-hmm.
right? The house could
Yeah.
rebuild, the child cannot. And that is love. You see, what we don't understand is that the situation we have when we have in peer bonding is not love. That is not love. Because if the gentleman steps out of the relationship, if the gentleman strikes the lady, if the gentleman doesn't provide stability, the love, I fall out of love. We don't know what love is. You can't fall out of love. Real love, that is. Because the same way you can fall out of your child. Don't matter what that child do. I know it have young people, they end up in jail and the mother in front of the court. My child is a good child. Because love masks everything else. You know, they say love is close to
Love is
madness.
blind.
Yeah, love is truly blind. It's not that it's blind, it's that it's so thick, you can't see through it. The child
Mm-hmm.
selling drugs since the child is 14. The child is 32, killing people and selling drugs, and the mother still in front of that court saying, my child is a good child because she loves. We don't know it's love when coming to male and female pair bonding. We have a condition that I will love you if you stay faithful, you do what you're supposed to do, rah, 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 rah. You understand? But time you start to break the conditions as a man, men don't keep women, women decide to stay. I tell my partner the other day, I say, you in that relationship because she wants you there. You ain't hot. Don't feel it's a hot boy, and I tell every man we married that. Don't think you married to that woman. She choose you. Because when you propose, she could have said no. She have the weight, not you. Because at the end of the day, your love that she's given to you comes with a condition. Go and deal with Pixelman and come back and tell your wife, I had 6 women last night. That love gone. Abby, the bag packed.
Long time.
Exactly. Because the
No,
love
it
you
wasn't like
have
that.
given, because the love you have given was given with condition. So that is not love. That is an arrangement.
But same time, you can't love somebody, same time and they're advantaging you. Then them don't love
Exactly.
you, you know? So it goes both ways. And the condition sometimes it be both ways because if a man love a woman and she keep warning him, he might take it 1 time, 2 time, but eventually he going to fall out of love because that condition, that trust break, you know?
Yeah. And why would
So
you
Yeah.
want to break the condition if you
yeah,
show love?
because exactly.
Well, the
Because
man that
love is like a
started. Both
commitment.
It
come,
is, but
but man that
no, but
start.
what
Yeah.
Say, I
Sherlock's
love.
saying is that is the conditional love is like a commitment. But the unconditional love is not like a commitment. It's just something you
It's
will do
more
without
than that.
thought. Without
Yeah,
thought.
it's
You will
more
see
than
your
that.
child falling off and step and you know if you jump behind that child, you will and fall and damage yourself and you will jump and save the child and damage yourself.
Lion, you need to come back in and answer Sonali's question.
Ah,
uh,
So back up the question line.
she wants to know if Lion in love right now. He loves
Oh
his
well
You
he was
beat
children.
back
She
with
around that
just
bush.
wants to know if it is he's in love right now.
You beat around that bush for the whole night.
I don't
Right?
think he might
Jamaica
pop in,
Jamaica blank the question
laugh.
too, you know. Enjoy
All
the
you do
action
clean
she
and
was in
run.
love too.
Rasta don't run. I don't run. I just come to you. I don't run. Right? So if I tell you I love you, I love you. Whether when you ask a question in love, you see we using some kind of words. If I say I love Abby, I love Abby. You see,
That's
because love has nothing to do with a relationship. We go on back again. You understand? If Abby in a problem, we go be there. That is love. Love has nothing to do with sex. Love has nothing to do with you and a man having a relationship personal. You understand? So when you see the in love thing, that is the next thing that we don't really understand. Because if we can't even love our own brother and sister, how we can love somebody who we have in sex with?
are you in love, Lion?
Answer the question. If I tell you I love you, no, so anybody who listening, if Lion say he love you, he love you. Whether we be in a relationship, whether we be friends, whether we be anything, right? And as I said before, women get unconditional love. Women get it. Because for a man to sign a marital contract, that shows he that man love you unconditionally. Because if you read that contract, you will know it's nothing. You are the amend that contract. I mean, read. That man have to love you. Any man will propose to a woman in this world, read that contract and sign it, he love you. He might be the perfect man. He might make a mistake. He might step out. If all them married long enough, you will see some trouble. It don't have no better rose relationship. He might do some things that might hurt you. You understand? But for a man to sign that contract the way it is made, he had to love you. Because he ain't winning at all in that contract. The woman wins in that contract. My lawyer actually. Yeah, you blind. That's reality. Right? Avi, if
Shalon,
the
you
man
ever signed the
propose,
contract?
Avi, if the man propose without amending that contract, that man, he head over heels. He might be the perfect man. You
Shalon,
understand? Why
you
sign
ever
it that
signed the
I had to
contract?
amend that contract? I had to amend that contract. You understand? That's that.
I don't know. I have
So you're
grown.
not signing it?
Yeah. No, I would amend it. If I have to go down that road, I would amend the contract. Because
Okay.
All
if
the
we
ladies
really,
on the live, all you're hearing, Shalon.
yeah, I will amend that contract. I ain't lying. Chica know me. Everybody who know me know. I talk about this contract and I'm like, why this contract written like this? You're not winning. So if a man propose to you and he sign a regular contract, that man gone. He ain't just love you. He ain't just infatuated. He not thinking. I want people to understand. For you to be wrapped up in a person when you're not even thinking about your well-being, if things go south, you're selfless. That means you're there, you give your life. That's what it is. So that's why I would always use the children. Because it is a perfect example of it don't matter what the child do, I am here. It don't matter what mess you make, and I leave it. That to me is the epitome of what love is. Irregardless of a relationship, it be sexual between a man and a woman or a friendship. So when we say friend do, you know what I mean? She can say
Yeah.
she don't have much friends. Because you had to love that friend, they call upon you, she can that pressure. Love is what will move you to hell. Even though she bad talk, yeah? Even though she bad talk, you with the co-worker the other day. Because you know all the women that have all their falling out, sir. And that's what I admire about women. They will quarrel because lash fall out and then to drink and then they're back to normal. Right? So women get that unconditional love. Children get it. But as I said before, no woman, if a man break the commitments or the
Yeah, the
situation,
conditions or
the
whatever was
condition he
said.
go on. I mean real. Rare you will find a woman that will stay with a man without conditions. And that is not love, that is an arrangement. Big up yourself.
All
If she
right, so
stay
people,
without conditions, is an arrangement. That man
you're
should learn that.
every yeah, so this is Real Talk Live. We talk about love at first sight, which really is an attraction that they happen and not really love
Love.
at first sight. They just really attracted. True talk, no lie.
Trevor G.
True talk, no lie. See something when people name call, right? True talk, no lie. We go in with that, right? So people look out for the morning show
Exactly.
because it's real. There's real thing happening tomorrow. Is real thing happen over this week. So morning show tomorrow. Don't forget what you're cooking at 11 because it's going to be real bacchanal. And tomorrow evening at 5:30, the effects of COVID-19 on the family, the blueprint. We're going to talk about access in general. So online services, healthcare services, everything. So we're talking access tomorrow. So people have a safe, enjoyable night. Enjoy the rest of the Republic Day. And we gone.
Oh, I'm so city.
I got SPM, baby. I got SPM, no. I fais petit temps, baby. I got SPM, no. I got SPM, baby. I got SPM, no. Wap got SPM, tande. I got SPM, no. C'est genre de femme, remè l'argent bon tout là. Toujours à checker, n'est qu'à travail dans l'état. Dans yon remè pouvoir, dans yon remè ça. Quatre roues motrices, vite des services de l'état. Adia, bagay exigeant passé yo. Yo pas souviré, depuis yo pas Prado. Dommage, ça yo pas laissé brouiller de l'eau. Si c'est pour manger, ou mettre check up mon resto. I got SPM, baby. I got SPM, no. I fais petit temps, baby. I got SPM.
They got good team. They got calorie constant man.
I got SPM, no. Give me now.